Welcome to another CineFix Now Roundtable, everybody. We got started without you once again. But this week, we want to talk, since tis the season, talking about summer movies. How has Hollywood redefined our summer?
Blockbuster season is out of control.
It's
March
out of control,
to November.
Right? It's basically March to November.
Yeah.
Blockbuster season is 90% of the year. You can't call it summer movies anymore. Summer movies are movies that come out in late May to early September. Everything else is just a blockbuster that's not during the summer.
See, even then, it was like Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Yeah.
It's like Thor: Dark World. Wasn't that like November, like 2 years ago?
But
That's not a summer movie. No,
but it
it's
is
a
a summer
fall
movie by design.
No,
Dude,
no,
no.
it's a
Okay,
blockbuster.
hang on.
End of the world.
Guys, hang on. Let's
But
talk
that's
about
the thing
this.
with Cap 2 and Thor 2 is that the Marvel Universe is just out of summer, so they have to have a November movie and a March movie. Both Cap 2 and Thor 2 didn't feel as summery as, Avengers.
They had winter themes.
There's one that comes out in early April.
Yeah.
And then everything gets like kicked off in May and goes all the way through. There's like one or two major ones that come out in August.
Yes.
And then kind of peters out.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's that one in April all the way through those couple in August.
I think that there's a one in March and one late March and one in April, and I think that those two are the ones that everyone knows are so obnoxiously big that there's no point in putting them in competition against anything, right? It's like Fast and Furious 7 is gonna be so fucking big that what other studio is gonna be like, yeah. We'll put our movie out that
It's like a
weekend.
bank. It's too big to fail.
Yeah.
This is so current too, because I remember when Fast 5 came out at the end of April, everyone was like, "That's weird. Why is it coming out so early?" And then I remember when Hunger Games came out in like March, and part of that was because Fast and Furious happened so quickly. It was like, the very first one came out in March. And it was like, this is very recent, though. I feel like it's only been the last few years that these bigger summer-type movies are coming out this early.
Lego Movie came out in March. And then, they pushed Jupiter Ascending from a summer movie back to March, and everybody's like, oh, maybe Warner's is really staking its claim on March there.
Right.
No,
No,
Jupiter Ascending was
sucked.
just not good, and they needed to bury it.
Look, I think that, the summer used to be the time for blockbusters. But now studios are only making blockbusters and prestige movies. So it's not that, the timing of blockbusters is expanding. It's just that there's nothing else to show.
There's no room for it.
There's no other movies.
Yeah, there isn't really, there's a couple of obligatory, Valentine's Day rom-coms or whatever.
Right.
And a horror movie.
And a horror movie.
And,
It's all
and,
rom-coms and horror movies.
Yeah, there used to be more than 3 romantic comedies or medium-sized dramas each year, and now they're just kind of, there are, but they're not from the big studios.
Right. There's no such thing as a summer movie anymore.
You think there's no such thing as a summer movie?
Well, I think a summer movie is defined by it came out during the summer.
Is that it?
That's all that it's really.
So
Okay,
is Aloha a summer movie then?
It's not coming out during the summer, so no.
Well, it's coming out in May.
Late May, yes.
Late May.
Aloha is a summer movie.
I think, isn't the idea that, now that everything's become a summer movie, nothing's a summer movie? Because to me, summer movies always meant, the big, explosive, blockbuster type things.
Yes.
Yeah, big tentpoles.
Yeah.
But even that only started in
Independence
the
Day.
middle of the 70s, right? So it's...
Well, Jaws was the first one.
right,
so
and
really
so,
sucked.
now every movie is a tentpole. And the circus tent is real weird shaped, and
I think that the shared universes throw off the definition of summer movie a little bit because Marvel is just doing its own thing.
right.
But Aloha, not a summer movie.
I think it's a summer movie.
A summer movie isn't just a movie that strictly comes out between this date and this date.
It's
a summer
a
movie is
movie-
big spectacle popcorn.
You kids are out of school.
Yeah.
But
You
the
kids.
movies that are big spectacle popcorn appeal to the teenage crowd come out all year.
They do, but there is a preponderance of them between the Memorial Day, Labor Day.
Yeah, there's
you
less
just-
of them all year.
And there's if you're
There's
doing
outliers. There's
if
just
you're
one or two sprinkled
remembering
in
the
March
summer
and April.
movies of XYZ year, you might now be remembering, oh yeah, Watchmen came out that year. That Watchmen came out in March. But, that was when the summer of 2009 started movie-wise. Summer movies as a metaphorical term, not a literal one, is, movies that you and your friends will all want to go see together. I think that's the thing. It's trying to get people to go in big sort of social groups to see them.
So why would you describe Thor: The Dark World as a summer movie?
Well, I think that it could have easily come out like in July.
But it didn't.
Right? No, I get that. But I think the thing is, I think we're talking about two different things. There's like the obvious, like this is summer movie because it came out in the summer, and then there's summer movies as almost their own genre. And
Like
there are things,
summer movies.
yeah, like the things that are like they cost $200 million to make. There's gonna be a bunch of explosions. The world is usually on the line.
Transformers.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is a summer movie.
Well, and you and all your friends all agree you want to see it beforehand.
Who's the best example of a summer movie you can think of?
Well, Avengers.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we all
The first
knew we
Avengers.
were gonna go see
Right.
that one, like, years in advance.
Avengers is early May though.
But that's
Does that
now that's
matter?
prime time now. That's the thing. It's like a real estate thing now. Like right that first week of May, I think that's why everything moved, into April and March. Because I remember, I don't know if it was 2010 or what it was, but there was that first weekend of May a few years ago. It had like Star Trek and one of the Iron Man movies, and there was like 4 AAA movies
Yeah.
coming out the same weekend, and a lot of them kind of got hurt by that. And I think that's why they started pushing everything like earlier in the year. Because I remember that weekend being insane.
Is it Aloha
Fine.
for you?
Fine. Every movie's a summer movie.
No, that's not true.
Every single fucking movie.
Because I also
That's the
Because
worst
Shakespeare
attitude.
in Love is not a summer movie.
It is
I also-
now.
I believe it was a Christmas movie.
I don't consider Ex Machina a summer movie.
Ex Machina isn't a studio movie, and summer movies, big tempo blockbusters.
But it came out
See,
during the summer.
now we're
dude.
getting somewhere.
Yeah, we're narrowing it down a little bit.
Big tempo.
It's not-
I'm happy
It's
to.
got to be a major studio movie to be a summer movie?
If you're saying that a summer movie is defined by being this like $200-500 million spectacle that you're gonna go take your friends to see, then who else but studios are making those movies?
Right, but you just said
Exactly.
everything is a summer movie, and then he said, so Ex Machina? And you were like, no. So
Well-
that's what we're trying to chip away at.
But okay, if summer movies are defined by being studio movies that are big blockbusters,
You're pulling
that's
out the air
every.
quote. You hate
This
this
isn't
conversation.
even-
I hate
They
this
are
conversation
studio
so
movies.
much.
Don't put
I-
studio movies in quotes. They're studio
Literally
movies.
studio
Okay,
movies.
fine. If studio movies defined by being super expensive that are big blockbusters are defined as summer movies no matter when they fucking come out, then every fucking studio movie is a summer movie.
But that's what
Fine.
that's not what I'm saying though. Man. Like what I think of a summer movie is, and I guess you can wait outside for the rest of this. So, what I think is summer movie, like I don't think Thor: The Dark World was a summer movie. It
Right.
was a big blockbuster movie, regardless of, and I think that's why it came out in November or September.
But it was
whenever
not
it
a
came
summer
out,
movie.
because it's not a summer movie.
But I think
it didn't feel like a summer
The
movie.
themes are all wrong.
Honestly,
Honestly, yes.
Yes.
Like it's a fantasy movie. Like I don't think Lord of the Rings belonged in the summer, and it wasn't. It
that
was a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Fantasy movies, I don't.
I think
work as
Tomorrowland is a summer movie.
well. Tomorrowland is a summer movie.
I think you're right.
Absolutely.
I think fantasy movies fit better in Christmas. Like Harry Potter, like Star
Yeah.
Wars, like those kind of fantasy.
Well, Star
films
Wars was always
work
early
best.
May. Avengers was the
Yeah.
thing that pushed Star Wars off of early May.
Exactly. Now, I think actually Christmas is a good time for
Right.
Star Wars.
I'm gonna go with the original Jurassic Park. Is probably my favorite summer movie.
Was that like
It's a
94?
great summer movie.
92?
Great
94?
summer
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. I was like 11, I
Right.
think.
I think the secret to a good summer movie is to have themes that are easily digestible.
Yes.
And I think Thor: The Dark World does not have that.
No.
Uh,
Neither
does
does Winter
Ex
Soldier.
Machina. Neither does Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got
Oh, my favorite summer movie?
yeah.
I
said
feel like
Avengers.
Avengers is the quintessential summer
Uh-huh.
movie. My favorite blockbusters, the ones that I've been pumped to see, have been the Star Trek movies, which I think have mostly been Christmas.
Yeah.
Although I'd be I'd have to fact check that. Terminators were summer movies.
Oh my
right?
god.
Yeah.
Terminator
not-
2, great summer movie. Terminator 1, not.
Not
as
No,
much.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Terminator 1 was more of like a little art film.
themes.
you
All
know?
all subsequent Terminator movies, just not good in general.
No.
Yeah.
Lacey,
Well,
best summer movie of all time.
I mean, Avengers definitely great. T2. I think the main movie actually, I think when I think of summer is Speed. Oddly enough,
That's a
Speed
good
is
summer
a
movie.
great summer movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like light and it's intense and it's funny and it's so easy to watch and I don't know. To me, like, that's a perfect summer movie. And there's a little bit of romance in there. It's perfect.
So I think we're narrowing it down to, like, it's simple.
Yes, for
There's
sure.
action.
I would go. It's not overly complex.
It's not overly
Yeah, let's
complex.
go with
It's
that, yeah.
followable.
So
Yeah.
speed. We've got Dennis Hopper wants revenge, so he's gonna blow shit up.
Yes.
Clean,
Done.
right?
Yeah.
You've got an easy romance between Sandy
great
Bullock
title for
and
something.
Keanu. Easy
Easy romance.
Easy
It
romance.
sounds like a Sandra Bullock movie
Yeah,
from the 90s, too.
It sounds
doesn't
like
it?
Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock after
Yeah.
the Lake House.
And I'm going to go against what I said about Thor Dark World for a second, but one of the things that Speed also works in is the fact that it's such a bright movie overall, because it's almost all during the day. It's
Yeah.
like a one-day movie,
Right.
where Thor Dark World is almost completely dark, and that's part of the fun of summer movies, right?
Right.
It's like, it feels like you're still outside, even though you're in a dark theater.
Well, it is the only time of the year, really, where you go to a movie in the afternoon, occasionally.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
go into the theater when it's daylight, and then you come out when it's still daylight.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole summer experience right there. How small can a movie be and still be a summer movie? Like, what about a movie like The Way Back?
That's
like-
part of why I think Aloha to
very-
me is a summer movie.
But the movie is about a summer.
You know what I think it is? I think maybe a summer movie can just easily distill to, like, if everybody ages 10 and up are interested in seeing it, it's a summer movie. Because I don't think anyone who's 10 wants to see Aloha, but people who are 10 want to see Avengers Age of Ultron. That
So we're
might
talking
be
about
it.
something that
people who are
hits all
10 are
of the quadrants.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well, fine, that's fine. But the thing, I think of like Batman, for instance. You know, when you're a little kid,
Fucking
you want to go
10-year-olds
see
don't
it.
like good movies, bro.
But that's the thing. It's like the Aloha I can watch any time of the year and be like, oh, that was really nice, whimsical, whatever.
It might be shit, guys.
But there's
Like,
no,
I don't know why this
exactly.
is our, I don't know why
Bruce
this is our,
loves Aloha.
I don't know
Let's
why
put
this
that
is
out
our
there.
example.
Yeah, Cameron Crowe isn't really riding.
I don't know why we chose this of all movies.
But like, I'm not
Well,
like compelled to see that. I can wait, you know. But like Age of Ultron, I had to see the opening.
I
weekend.
could
It's an
wait to
event.
see Age of Ultron.
Summer movies are events.
Yes,
also.
exactly.
The Pixar type movies, do those count as summer movies?
Can I tell
Yeah,
you?
like-
Can
Except
it be,
when they're
can it be
Christmas
animated
movies.
to be a summer movie? Because I think we're all semi in agreement now that summer movies are a genre
That's-
of movies.
And that's sort of why, like, the Lego movie came out in March, but it was very summer. You
It
know?
was. That
Yeah.
was a very summer movie. So this
What
summer,
else?
what is this summer?
What do we got coming
summer
out this
movie?
summer?
I know Truly's probably gonna say this, but I think Mad Max seems like
I don't
quite
know that
the
Mad
summer
Max
movie.
is going to be a summer movie. I think it's going to be too weird.
No, I think it's gonna be a 2-hour action scene with a little bit of story involved.
If we're lucky, that's what
Yes.
it's going to be.
That's what it looks. That's what
Yeah.
the trailer makes it look like.
Right.
It's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be my favorite movie of the summer season, but I don't think it's gonna be a summer movie.
Interesting.
Agreed. I think it's going to be too weird.
The best summer movie, I still think, is going to be Jurassic World.
Oh, it just looks so bad.
I just don't agree.
I can't get on the board. I can't
Well,
get
and
on board,
here's
man.
the other aspect of summer movies. They don't have to be good.
They don't have to be
Like,
to
that.
be a really
I mean,
good
if
summer
you
movie.
really examine Independence Day, it's not very good.
There's a lot of stuff
How
in there
dare
that
you.
doesn't make
He
sense.
punches an alien. That's rad.
Wait, but
That's rad.
he punches an alien.
Yeah, exactly. You're making my point.
I don't know how did I just
Also-
say it? I can't.
And
Aliens
'Cause I was
run
excited
Windows
about it.
97.
exactly.
Right.
Aliens
Alien
are-
invasion thwarted by Windows 97. But yeah, I mean, I think Jurassic World is going to tick off all the boxes. Best.
I think it will take off the boxes. I don't think Cruz will like it, but I don't think Cruz would like it anyway.
No, that's not true because Jurassic Park is probably my favorite movie of all time, and I give so much leeway to Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3, even though they're such
See, those are so bad.
so bad,
But
and I
like-
still enjoy parts of them because I just like seeing dinosaurs.
I think the most summer movie this summer already came out. I think it's Furious 7. I think that's going to be the most summery movie we have. Because Age of Ultron, I felt like the first Avengers was so a summer movie. Age of Ultron kind of could have
Not so
come
much.
out whenever.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
It was
like
so
a
dark.
halfway point between like Winter Soldier and Avengers 1. You know.
I'm gonna put it somewhere with T3 and Jurassic Park 3, and like, it's just
How
kinda-
dare you?
It doesn't
it's not
fit anywhere.
that bad.
I
But
think it might be.
my pick for what I think is gonna be the most summer of the summer movies this
Aloha?
summer is not Aloha.
Can we say Miss Summer of the summer movies?
Yes, the winner of Miss Summer, or Mr. Summer, Mr. Summer.
It's killing me, man. The suspense. I can't wait.
I think it's actually gonna be Mission Impossible.
I think.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
It's very
looks,
likely.
It looks fun. It looks light. It looks enjoyable. It's all during the day. Tom Cruise looks like he's back, like he's been back since Ghost Protocol, and it just looks like a hell of a lot of fucking fun.
So other summer movies.
Other summer movies.
contenders for Miss Summer. Tomorrowland could be a thing.
Yes.
I imagine it's trying to be like a franchise launcher, you know, or like
I don't
at
know.
least a precedent setter
That's
or
the
something.
worst thing. Like, you can't make a big movie without being like, well, we can make these franchises.
Well,
Yeah.
next
Which
one's
is
gonna be
frustrating, but
Adventureland.
I guess.
I hope she doesn't go to multiple dimensions. That sounds terrible.
No, it does sound terrible. I really hope they don't do that.
Okay, so we've got Mad Max, Tomorrowland, Mission Impossible.
Jurassic World,
Furious 7.
Furious 7.
Already came
Which
out.
already happened.
Already
so
happened.
nothing's going to out-summer Furious 7, the
No.
movie that came out in April.
I think it's the most summer movie of all of them because it's easily digestible and it's fun and it's about a team. It's just like the Avengers except with cars instead of superpowers. Though Vin
No,
is so
they-
close to superpowers
they
now.
have superpowers
He
now.
lifted up a just car and just kind of
He
stood
lifts
there for
cars.
a while.
He's literally indestructible. Head-on collision, don't worry about it. Are any
Yeah.
of the Batman movies summer movies?
The first one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tim Burton's?
For sure. Tim
Dude,
Burton's
Batman
the first one.
Forever.
Oh.
Like you would not believe.
Wait, is that the
So
fourth
Well,
one?
No, no,
those
it's
are-
the third one.
Oh, the
those
George
are
Clooney one.
attempted-
No, no,
it's
that's
the
the
Val
fourth.
Kilmer one,
It's
bro.
the Val Kilmer one.
Get
I'm
it
so
right.
confused.
Give
Robin
it,
is
give
in
it
that
the
one.
limited respect that it deserves.
Is that the
Which still
Edward
puts it
Nygma
leaves-
one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the Riddler and Two-Face.
That
The one
movie-
where Tommy Lee Jones is having the best time he's ever had
That
in his
movie
entire
is
life.
Well, that year, Tommy
No.
Lee...
It is garbage. I
No.
watched it again not too long ago because
No.
you said it wasn't that bad.
It's not
It's
that bad.
Garbage.
I watch it every year
Garbage.
During the summer?
during the summer.
Okay.
Ugh, so
I have a
bad.
mint julep, I sit on my porch,
bad.
and I watch Batman Forever.
I yell at the children.
That's how I
who are
know
on
it's
my
summer.
lawn.
Here's the thing I'll say about
movies.
Batman Forever is that
In
is a
general.
good example of a movie that is greater than the sum of its parts. Because nobody was good in the traditional sense in that movie, but it was a fun goddamn movie.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go
was
through
great.
the Batman filmography and talk about which is summer and not. Batman 66?
That's-
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Well,
it's
that's-
Very
summer.
summer.
I mean, it's
because-
the
People love it.
phenomenon of summer movies.
Okay, Tim Burton's Batman.
I think it's a definite summer
The
movie.
first one.
Yeah,
I
the first
disagree.
one.
I
I
feel
don't
like
think
that
so.
feels fall winter.
It's a
to me.
gothic fairy tale.
Yeah.
No, the second
Yeah.
one's a gothic fairy tale.
The first one is
first one's
too.
a
Well, the
pretty
second one is
standard
just
action
like-
movie. First one you watch again is pretty standard action movie, but the bad guy's way more terrifying than you remember. Like, I think as an adult, the Joker's scarier than when you're a kid, for sure.
So, majority, though,
Winter.
Batman is a summer movie.
Yeah.
The first Batman.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, the first Batman, I'd go winter.
I think
Nah.
it's.
See,
I go
think
fall,
it's,
winter
uh,
for the
I'd go
first
fall,
Batman.
winter.
I think the second one is for sure winter.
Great, we're giving
Yeah,
our opinions.
But the first one, sorry, I apologize.
No. I
I'm
was
super amped up
polling
on
the
Batman.
room. I was polling the room. So I think it's more or less split, is what
Okay.
it sounds like. Because you sound like a half vote. So
Yeah,
I think
Look,
split
the
half.
first one is more summer than the second one, but it's still not a summer movie.
Yeah. I'll go with
I'll-
that.
yeah, I'll give you
go
that.
with that.
Batman Forever, unanimously summer movie.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
Like you would
unanimously a perfect movie.
Yes.
I think,
I believe so.
I think
I
we can
agree.
all agree on that.
That was Val Kilmer's
You
last
guys
great
the
role.
worst.
Batman and Robin.
Attempted summer movie.
Too much
Okay,
summer.
but again-
it suffers from Mission Impossible 2 syndrome.
Too much
Too
summer.
much summer?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, it doesn't have to be good to be a summer.
No.
It qualifies as a summer movie, whether or not you like
It's
it.
literally-
Boiled
It's a summer movie with too much summer.
Okay.
Boiled the earth alive summer.
Right.
It's literally like considered the worst movie
Well-
ever. There are literal lists.
Nobody's
That is
Well,
the
nobody's defending
It's
Batman and
because
Robin.
it has attempted set pieces and
Right.
attempted cool things, but none
Yeah.
of them are set piecey or cool. So
Right.
it's an attempted summer movie.
Batman Begins.
Ugh.
Winter.
Yeah, not
Yeah, that's
summer.
fall winter.
I
It's
mean,
like a fall movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Go fall.
It just makes me want to put on
It
a
did-
coat thinking about
Come
it.
I know.
It did.
Dark Knight.
I still feel like it's a summer movie, even though it's dark.
I say summer as well.
I'd
for this.
say-
Look, it's more summer than the first one.
Well,
Yeah.
especially the first 2/3 of The Dark Knight
Like
was very
ranking
summer
them in
movie
terms of
up
how
until
summer they are.
Two-Face, when it was a single villain movie. It followed the structure of a summer movie anyway.
Okay, I would say that despite, because it's not quality based, right?
No,
No,
summer
it's just
movie
how it
as a
feels.
genre.
Okay, I would say it's of the Nolan trilogy, the second summeriest.
See, that feels like a winter movie to me.
Why?
Because
'cause
it's
it has-
so
'Cause
like,
it's snowing like the whole time.
Exactly.
well, right, but it's so like foofy, fluffy action adventure to me.
It is bad if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It is not a good film.
I
Speaking
mean,
of bad summer movies that you can't even get through on an airplane, A Good Day to Die Hard.
Oh, that was horrible. Yeah.
I was on a plane for
Oh.
22 hours,
Travesty.
and I couldn't get through it.
Mine was what it was, and I loved Pierce Brosnan as James Bond for a long time. But that one with the ice and the
Yeah.
laser,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Is that his last one? It
Yeah, that
pretty
was his
bad.
last.
James
one.
James Bonds don't typically feel like summer movies.
Yeah, some do.
Some of
but-
them do.
Some of
GoldenEye,
them.
I always
portions
felt
of
like
all
was
of
very-
Dude,
Goldeneye.
GoldenEye it was a great summer movie,
Yeah.
even though I think it came out in the fall.
Man, summer movies. But the point is, I'm excited about summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing about summer movies. I'm always excited when there's a bunch of them. Regardless of what time of year it is, I think summer movies are the most exciting. Let us know what you think about summer movies. Which ones you excited for? What was your favorite summer 4 movies in your time that you've been alive? Somebody think of a better way to say that. And then leave that in the comments. Click like and subscribe and come back next time for more movie stuff all over CineFix. Bye.